Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be making some fried potato kotalks, fried potato kubba, and here are all the stuff that I'm going to be using: ground beef, onion, parsley, salt, chicken, bullion, chicken flavoring, black pepper, crushed red peppers, paprika, curry powder. Okay, so all these spices are gonna go into the meat. I have about, I would say 3 to 4 pounds of ground beef. I'm doing a lot. You don't have to do this much. You can do less, but if there's any leftovers, I'm just gonna freeze it for when I need it. And for the dough, for the potato kotalks, all you'll need is instant mashed potato. I have a box over here that is 15.3 ounce box, semolina, and salt, of course. And then I'm gonna start off by doing the meat mixture first. I'm gonna brown the beef and chop the parsley and onions and put them in there. Okay, here I have a pot on the stove. I chopped the onions, parsley, the spices are right here. The salt and the chicken flavoring are 1 tablespoon each, and the rest of them are 1 teaspoon each. And I'm gonna put in the meat and let this brown for a little bit. Okay, here's the meat. It's been browning. It's been about 10 minutes, I would say. Now I'm waiting for some of this water to reduce down. Then I'll add the onions and the spices to it. Okay, you guys, so most of the water has reduced down. Now I'm going to add the onions and the spices and cook this for another 5 minutes until the onions are a little cooked. Okay, so now that the onions are a little soft, they're cooked, it's done. I'm gonna turn off the stove and add the parsley last. Mix and take it off the heat. And I have to let this cool down completely. Okay, here's the keema. I put it inside a strainer so all that extra water, whatever's left in there, can come out. And I have to let this cool down completely. And then we'll start on making the kotalks. Okay, so I transferred all the keema into this flat dish and I spread it out. And I'm gonna go put it in the freezer to help make the cooling process go by quicker, because I want this to completely cool down so I can start. Okay, so for the dough, I have the whole box of instant mashed potatoes in here in a bowl. I'm gonna add 2.5 cups of semolina to it, 1 tablespoon of salt, and then I'll add water. Okay, so I'm gonna add water a little at a time and mix, and at the end, I'll tell you guys how much water I used. Okay, so here's the dough. This is what you want it to look like. I used 5.5 cups of water to get it softened and perfect. And I used warm water while mixing, and you can work with this right away. You don't have to let it rest. Okay, here it is. Here's the mixture. It has cooled down. I have some oil. I'm gonna dip my hands in. I'm gonna take some of the dough, about 1.5 to 2 inch balls, roll it, make a hole in the middle of it, just like that, fill it, and close it up and make the shape. Okay, so here they are all done. If you wanted to freeze them, you can freeze them just like this, not touching each other, overnight until completely frozen, and then transfer them into a Ziploc bag. And then when you want to fry them, just take them out of the freezer and fry them right away. Okay, now time to deep fry them. I already did one batch for my husband because he had to go to work early. So time to deep fry these. Make sure the oil is enough to cover it. When you put it in there, it covers the kotalks. And then I'm waiting for this oil to get hot again because I did turn off the stove and it got cold. Okay, here it is, you guys. They're all fried. Let me show you one, what it looks like in the middle. There you go.